Okay, this is a short tutorial discussing the use of the Universal Library. I've logged in as a student that I have registered, that I have signed up, and let's see what he sees. When he goes to File, he can do the normal open, close, save as, but that's only on local or network drives. With the Universal Library, you're looking at the cloud. These documents are saved on the Kurzweil servers. So when I click on Open from Library, Caesar sees his documents. He has a private and a public folder, both of which, as I have signed him up, I have access to. This first one is my account, A. Copeland MPC, where I have signed him up. By clicking on my name, a plus pops up. And then my public folder. Notice he can't see my private folder. Under that public folder, by clicking plus, he can see the two folders that I have accessible. One is my LNSK 325 class. One is my LNSK 331B. Now what we can do, so for example in Caesar's case, I'm going to have him open up A2, the second assignment in his Kurzweil class. So he can open that up. He cannot save it back to the same place, but what he can do is save it to his own public library. Notice if he does save as to his local, it will go on his local computer or the network. But if he saves to library, again, he's got the option of saving it to the public folder, his public folder. He already has one named Caesar1. In this case, I'm going to have him name it Caesar2 test and save it. It saves to his public folder in the Universal Library. There he can make changes, etc. Now what this means is that the next time, no matter which machine he goes to, he can go back to that public library by going open from library, looking at his public folder, and there's his Caesar2 test, no matter what computer he's on, as long as there's access to the internet, which of course you need for Kurzweil to operate. So the benefit really is that he has that universal access, but he also has access to it through Firefly. I'm going to get rid of this window, Kurzweil, so Caesar can then go to the internet and from any internet computer put in his username, password, and he has access to his documents here, Caesar Cardenas, and this can be from a computer without Kurzweil installed. Okay, and notice Caesar2 test, the one that we just uploaded. Clicking on that, will open up his Caesar2 test. Notice sometimes it takes a bit. Now this is the interface for Firefly. So this is really the advantage of the Universal Library. He has access to it from Firefly from anywhere on a computer with Flash installed. And any browser, seems to work on any browser. And he also has access to it from Kurzweil, so it gives him one more option. And the only issue, and I alluded to that in an email that I sent out, is that he can only see my folder being the person that signed him up. The workaround for this, and I talked to Kurzweil about this, he cannot see, for example, if Caesar's in one of Kathleen's classes, he can't go to his Universal Library and see any of his documents, anything in Kathleen's public library. So she therefore would have to, as the workaround, would have to give him that file which he can in another manner. So for example, he could open it locally, or we use Bravo on the network, and then save it to his Universal Library, and then he has access to it from either Firefly or the Kurzweil software on machines that's installed to. So that's the workaround, really. Okay, so that's just a brief overview of working with Kurzweil, kind of the Universal Library, and how it will work here at MPC. The reason that it is designed like that is because typically Kurzweil is used at the K-12, and it's more static. You don't have students going between classes. It's used with students that are in one class all day, typically. They are planning to upgrade this feature, but this is the first iteration of their Kurzweil that is using this web cloud interface. Okay, if you have any questions, give me a call or shoot me an email.